Hello, this is Mike. NoStressMike.com. Okay, I know this is kind of a strange environment here, and we're going to talk about internet, being bullied on the internet. And here we are in a barn, and these aren't bulls. Oh, talking about that. There was, I don't know if you can. Well, you can't see him out there, but that is a bull out there. And but anyway, so but bullying. This is what we're going to talk about. Bullying on the internet. For one thing, like I say, I'm a little slow. I'm a dyslexia, so my reading isn't really good. So just internet itself is not a good communications media for me. YouTube is, because, like I say, I'm able to play the video and watch it. But the reality is, the reading part is not good. There. Put this place back together. We had a storm last night, and but anyway, so I am kind of at a disadvantage on the internet when it comes to reading. And I've made plenty of mistakes on that. I get a lot of either comments on YouTube or emails, and like I say, I do WhatsApps and WeChat, and stuff like that. But to me, they're all communications devices. It's to communicate, to talk to one person until I get to the situation where I can be with that person. So it's for communications. And but what I've seen is a lot of people, and this is what I didn't understand, a lot of people are texting, and especially Facebook. Like I say, I don't do Facebook because of the idea of the reading really gets to me. And but the thing is, people use the internet, Facebook, Twitter, I think all these things. And now I'm not saying, well, I have the Twitter accounts, I got all these things, but I don't know how to open them. So I got them a long time ago when I was trying to learn how to do the internet. And but I say, a lot of people look at this, internet communications, and it is, they call it a social. I made a mistake. As a social, I'm sitting on a wet cushion. I forgot, it's rained. But they use it as a social media. In other words, I think I'm starting to understand. I'm a little slow on some things. And so I think this is the way they think they're really making friends. Like I say, it doesn't work for me. My friends are, even though I might only see them once, and but still, it's like I say, to me, it's a communications device. But now I finally figured out what the bullying, the internet bullying, is all about. And I was a little slow at first. I had a communications with someone, and then what they were talking about I thought they were just being silly. And there's a lot of people, I've got a good sense of humor, so I always take it for granted everybody's being silly around me. And then they changed media formats, and in other words, they went to another source of communicating with me, and it was more of a personal way of communicating, and then it really started getting really odd. And once I figured out, this guy's not being silly, he's just kind of weird. And so then what I did is I found out that the first communications I had with him, I'll tell you, it was on Facebook. And the reason I don't use Facebook is I don't understand who I'm talking to, or I don't understand any of this stuff on Facebook. And it ended up, I thought he was talking to me and him were talking, and come find out other people were watching as we were texting, we were writing on there. And but like I say, when he went to another means of communications with me, it was just a one-on-one kind of thing. And it went from really being kind of stupid till it was getting close to being a threat. And now this is normally in internet land, I get these things all the time. I get threats all the time, and like I say, I've been in business all my life, and I've been getting threats all my life, all the time. Man, I have people going to tear up my business. I have government agents going to find me. They're going to, it happens all the time. When I was in China, I had the same thing. I had threats in China. I'm always being threatened. So it's no big deal. And but like I say, but I understand, especially for the younger people, when they get people. What it is, it came out like a challenge. See, and at first I thought he was just teasing me, but like I say, it really wasn't a tease. It finally got to the point where, it was definitely a challenge. And the thing is, I'm sure these kids, when they get these things, that they're making fun of them on their social medias things and this type of stuff, they take it seriously. Because like I say, they don't know any better. And so they really believe when somebody hurts their feelings and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, how did somebody hurt your feelings? They're not even here. It's like, probably about the worst you can get your feelings hurt when you get a Dear John letter, that kind of stuff. Now, that'll probably hurt your feelings, but like I say, people are full of talk all the time. And, but I say, in this particular case, it was somebody in my area, so it would be like somebody in school. And then, like I say, if they're communicating to you in school, and the same thing, well, I'm going to whip your butt, and, and all this kind of stuff. I'm sure the little kid's going to be, I don't want to say intimidated or scared, because they shouldn't be if they were taught properly to stand up for yourself, and then there's no reason to feel that way. And now, the thing was, I handled it incorrectly. And I did exactly, because it's a new thing for me on this kind of stuff. Normally, I just cut people off. I just don't even listen to them anymore. And but I say, since he started another thing coming after me, another different kind of media, then that's when I went back to Facebook, and the group they're with, I said, and I said, I don't even know who it is for sure. Because I asked him his name, he wouldn't tell me his name. So when we first started communicating, he wouldn't tell me his name. That right there's a red flag. And, they won't even, say their name. But anyway, so And that's when it started turning into, it is a threat. This guy really is kind of getting weird. So, but I say, I kind of like what you would say. What do they tell you? Report them? Okay, well, I did that. And, but I say, I just went to the group and I just told them, I think, I don't know absolutely for sure, but I think somebody in their group is the one that's been doing this stuff. And that was a big mistake. Okay, once I did that, it's just like reporting. You can't report something to the police, but once you report it to the police, then you really can't do nothing yourself. You've already acknowledged they have the authority over you, and so that's kind of like that. But really, what it is a how do I say it? I made it known that this person's acting goofy. So now, when what I say, you should be able to take care of yourself when you're a kid. Now, when I take care of myself, it could turn into something. Well, he knew it was going to be a problem or something. I don't know what the kind of crap they're going to come up with, because they really don't want people to defend themselves and take care of themselves. So, but anyway, what I should have done is just completely, and I haven't returned none of it. I haven't returned any of it. Once I determined this person could become a threat, then, even before that, I guess. Once I determined he wasn't normally, there's something wrong with him somewhere. And when I say, once I determined that when the red flags come up and it tells you there's something wrong, when it's an internet stuff, or social media and stuff like that, you really need to just cut them off. Just don't even worry about it and talk about it, and wait, because people are big talkers when it comes to on the internet or social. But when they get in your face and they start doing stuff, well, then that's a different story. See, so, but if you're responding to their comments, then it's just going to escalate, and then you're going to be part of the problem. So the best thing is don't get engaged with the comments, and like I say, for me, what I did is I told them it's coming across like you're bullying, and so that'll be about it. So I'm not going to communicate anymore. So, and that's after that. You go into self-defense mode and don't worry about it, because everybody should know what they should do when it comes to self-defense. But like I say, so don't. The internet bullying is a two-sided thing. You allow it to happen. If you've learned self-defense, there is no bullying. I say in businesses, I've had to deal with drunks. Predators. I've had to deal with all kinds of stuff. So, but like I say, you have to learn this. So as kids, they need to learn. Just cut them off and go back to your karate classes. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.